And we're going to talk about Bitcoin in the markets. You may have noticed that Bitcoin was above 100 grand yesterday for a good chunk of the day, and then swiftly dropped to around 90K in that area before heading on back up to the 97, 96, 97, and 98 range. But it's still down a good 5 grand from where it was at the tippy top, right? Where it was a few times throughout the day yesterday, and multiple times throughout that day, including right when it was at that tippy top. We told you during the Alpha Trading live stream, right, before, during, and after market open, said take your profits, right? Why do we say that? Well, because we told you that there was a very big outlier that had moved to the upside, and there was a mean reversion incoming. And the probability that the mean reversion would go sideways or continue to the upside, existed, but was certainly lower than the probability that the mean reversion would happen swiftly to the downside, especially because we've been telling you guys that from the beginning of the month, the asset had not yet tested even anywhere near the top of the central monthly range of the VRE. Well, what happened when it made that swift drop yesterday? It tested the top of the central monthly range of the VRE. Literally poked through it, found buy pressure, and bounced back up another like $1,000 inside like a minute. It started to climb back up. So what does it tell you? It tells you don't ignore the indications of the VEPs. Don't ignore the VRE chart targets. Don't ignore the Laplace distributions and the normal distributions and the volatility and the entropy and the probabilities and the statistics. Right, we told you guys all week, we told you, take your profits on XRP. All week, from the time it hit that high. How many of you did? Probably not a lot, right? Did you? Were you holding XRP when it was rising? Take your profit back up? Or did you wait for it to fall to 222 and then freak out and then sell? And then freak out again when it popped again to like 235 and then 250, and then buy there right before it dropped again. My guess is you did that. You know why that's my guess? Because statistically, that's what most people do, and we can see it on the liquidation charts. Okay, so maybe you're the 1 in 100 that didn't do that, but the other 99 did. And if you're one of those 99, I'm talking to you, because that's basically everyone. It's smart enough to take your damn profits. Nothing wrong with taking profits and getting out of an asset. Right? Nothing wrong with that at all. You can always get back in the next trade. And if you have more profits stacked up, your capital base is bigger. That means your next trade can be bigger. That means your next gains will be bigger. But I want my P&L number on the screen that says unrealized P&L to be thousands or millions of percent. Bro, first of all, unrealized P&L is unrealized. It doesn't matter. It's not real. It's unreal. Yesterday, one of those YouTube Jimmies who likes to say everything is about the moon, going to the moon or whatever, he's always bullish on everything, was like trying to flex his trading, telling his followers, now's a great time to buy BNB, now's a great time to buy the long Bitcoin, now's a great time to buy Litecoin, whatever he was doing. Followed by, a few hours later, when the prices were all moving back down, crickets, right? I don't think I heard him make a peep since then. He was literally telling people on. There were people on his little live stream like saying, "Yeah, I'm buying in. I'm buying in." I never tell you guys what to buy. I never tell you guys when to buy because that's crazy. You got to learn how to read the charts yourself, right? You got to learn. Hi, hello there. You got to learn how to read the information yourself. We give you that knowledge for free. We're never going to tell you, "Oh yeah, you got a long now. Oh, you got a short now." No, you got to be able to read the information at any given time and make a correct decision so that you enter and exit your trades profitably without having to depend on someone else to give you a signal. Hello there. Right? That's why we told you, take your profits when Bitcoin was at 103 grand. That's why we told you again when it was still at around 102 grand. We were like, guys, take your damn profits on your trade. And they mean reverted all the way back down to the top of the monthly range of the VRE. Literally, as we said it was going to do, very probably at some point this month. And I got to tell you, it's actually very, when you want to call it bullish, call it bullish. It's very healthy looking for the long-term forecast, like for the rest of the month, that it did pull back to 95 very swiftly and met significant buy pressure there and bounced right back up to 98, which is where it's at now, right? It took some hours, right? It went first to 96 and then 97. Right, so it's good. Why is it good? Well, it's good because it shows that there's actually buy pressure there, and it also means, well, it has tested that target range. Now, did it test it thoroughly? No, it poked into the top of it, and within 1 minute was ready back out. But technically, it did test it. It did get into that range. You want to be pedantic about it. Well, it didn't go to the center of the range or the bottom of the range. It doesn't have to go to the center or the bottom of the range. That's what we're telling you. It needs to just get in the range. And it did. Now, could it do that again? Yeah, absolutely it could do that again. Is the monthly range a strong target? You bet it's a strong target. But it did hit it. And it did bounce back up from it very swiftly. Depending on where it goes today, and if you look at the VRE levels and the Laplace and the volatility and the entropy, you'll see very clearly where it is likely to go today. Right? Remember, the central daily range of the VRE is tighter than 2% of the asset's value. Probably have a trending day. Want to know what direction that trend is going? Look at your entropy oscillators. Look at your entropy indicator and the correlation. You'll see very clearly the direction. You can also tell the direction by looking, of course, primarily at the volatility indicator, right? The alpha volatility radar, which combines the historical volatility and the Pearson correlation, as well as we have the alpha volatility rate in there, which combines historical volatility and applied volatility. There's a lot of things in the indicator. It's really powerful. But yeah, that and the entropy, both of those will tell you very clearly the direction. So will variance, by the way, especially if you're having a fat tail outlier, right? If you're having an outlier on variance, that's extremely directional. Look at the correlation. What's it telling you when you're having an outlier? Right? It's going to go in the direction that's telling you. So, for example, if you have a positive correlation on the fat tail outlier, it's going up, the price will go up. If you're having negative correlation on the fat tail outlier that's expanding, the price is usually going to go down. Right? And just like if from a fat tail outlier it starts to contract, positively correlated, then usually the price will follow to the downside. It can take a candle or two to follow, but it will. Right? And if variance is contracting negative correlation, right? Well, then usually the price will continue to the upside. Right? There's only like 6 things to learn about this. Is, about the volatility and the correlation to a direction, which happen to work with entropy. And most of those things, well, they don't work on variance, but in variance, you don't get sideways very much. So, yeah, there's really only 6 tendencies to learn. And they are all made available to you in our cheat sheet. You can come get that for free. Just go into the Alpha Trading Discord at alphatradinghq.com/discord. Again, that's alphatradinghq.com/discord. And then just go into the free tools channel and you can grab our cheat sheet and you can learn it. It's only really, there's like 3 or 4 things that are given at the top, like given information, like a geometry formula. Given this, given that, given the other thing, given these 3 facts. And then there's the 6 tendencies. And you can even ignore the givens. I don't know why you would. It's only 3 things and they're all very simple to understand. But the 6 tendencies are the main things to learn. And you could be super lazy and only use one of those 6 tendencies and still be a consistently profitable trader, especially on low time frames, right? For example, if you like the long, you can literally wait for when there's extremely low volatility and extremely low correlation, and they both begin to expand. Because then the price goes up, right? If you have very, very low volatility and very, very low correlation, and they both begin to expand, price go up. And you can do that, and you will consistently win most of your trades. Just wait for that occurrence. And you just take your profit when the volatility or the correlation start maxing out. Okay? Who cares? If you go further, yeah, so what? Who cares? It's not about trying to get every last Satoshi's worth of profit on every trade. Because that's how you get wrecked, right? Because you get greedy. Oh, I'm just going to wait a little bit more. And it turns around on you, and your money's gone. Better to be profitable than sorry. You could literally just trade one of those instances. Just do that one thing. Only do that. Don't even look for the other occurrences of opportunity. And you'll be profitable. Okay? But if you want to trade more occurrences of opportunities, well, there's 5 other tendencies that you can use to know the likely direction. So yeah, keep that in mind. Because it is entirely probable, right, that if you use those 6 tendencies consistently, and don't try to jimmy it with other tricks that you think you know, then you can be consistently profitable. What does this say here? Hello, hi folks, hi everybody. Good to see you all. Thank you for joining my little live stream here. I'm curious to know what you guys, if you would please write in the comments what coins you guys are trading, if you're trading Bitcoin or anything else, and if you took profits at the top. I don't care to know anything about the size or the position. I don't want to know any of that. Just curious, if you waited for the mean reversions to eat your profits, do you even know what mean reversion is? Or did you take profits when it was at or near the all-time high of Bitcoin or the relative local high of whatever coin, whatever other coin you're trading? I'm just curious to know. And I don't want to know anything about the position size or anything like that. Like literally, I don't care. I don't want to know. For all I know, you traded, $1 worth, and you went and bought a lollipop with it, and you're done. You're out. You're out of the money. I don't care, right? Like it's not about that. It's about were you smart enough to take your profit, and if not, why not? And if not, why don't you come learn how to do that? Like I said, go over to the Alpha Trading Discord, and you can literally learn that information for free. We'll show you how for free. And if you need, hand-holding, especially, one-on-one tutoring, well, we can actually offer you that too now. So you just go into our shop channel and look at the special holiday deal that we still have going on. And I will, either myself or Bilbo can offer you private tutoring. So direct from the co-founders of Alpha Trading, right? only co-founder are qualified to do this. Like, we're not going to assign somebody who's not a co-founder to do tutoring. So if anybody's going to tutor you, it's going to be one of the co-founders, me or Bilbo, or maybe somebody else who's a co-founder. But there's not a lot of us, right? There's 6 of us in total who started Alpha Trading, and we'd be happy to teach you how to trade. So go look at the Shop Alpha channel, see what deals we have, if that's interesting to you. If it's not, it's fine. You can also get our free tools. And if you just want our pro tools, but you don't need tutoring, then guess what? You can also do that. We now allow you to buy the subscription package even before you've tried the free stuff. We don't recommend it. We recommend you use our free stuff first and then do the free trial. But some people just want to jump right in. So if you just want to jump right in. We're not going to stop you. Right? Access, even if they've no our pro traders indicators, even to total noobs. So if you're a total noob and you just want to buy in and test the tools out for yourself and get running, no problem. You can do that now. We'll allow it. Anyway, that's going to do it for now, folks. Talk to you later. Happy trading.